G'day viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome back to this second part of a two-part series that I'm just calling Single Racer Comedy Capers. It's basically where I feature two very weird mod vehicles. Now, I'm not exactly sure that you would call this one a vehicle, but more like, say, a spaceship. The actual proper name is the F-Zero Blue Falcon, and this is it here. And I have to say that it is quite extraordinary to, shall we say, drive or float or fly. So let me get into the cockpit here as I just reach for my chair. It's always difficult when you can't see it. I'll get in the cockpit here. Now, it does come with two reasonable drawbacks, so I'll explain that as I start the video, but let me just get set in the cockpit here and we'll start the video off. So here we go, we're on Laguna Seca, of course. So let's start this mock race. And here is the first fault as far as the AI goes, and that is because I did originally plan a 10 vehicle race, but what happened is that the vehicles were so slow, or the crafts were so slow, come on, move forward, come on, that they just kept slowing each other down by these boundaries that it has. So for some reason the AI, I've got it at the full 100%, but it just doesn't want to go at full speed. Now, it does pick up speed eventually, but to race against the AI is just a bit of a downer, unfortunately. But I do have to say, it's quite... I'm doing this in VR, of course, and it's quite an exhilarating feeling. You really get a strong sense, because of the VR, that you're floating. It's quite amazing. Now, the other drawback too is that, and I'll give a warning in the description, that if you own a direct drive wheel, this might not be the mod for you, because what happens is, and it tends to be on the straights, that it starts to shake quite a lot, the wheel. Now, I've got the weakest wheel possible, the very first Driving Force GT. And even that's quite strong in my hands, so for a direct drive user I might not recommend this, but it seems to happen on the long straights, because you would think that would be the best way. And I love this floating feeling as we come down the dipper here, beautiful. You would think the straights are the perfect sort of road for this type of vehicle, but it ends up being the worst. And the best tracks to drive it are short tracks like this that have a lot of curves where you're accelerating and braking like this all the time. Come on, come on. It just won't go any faster, unfortunately. So let's now pass in and let's do a proper flying lap and show you how quick. So what happens here is you start there, you might see the wheel starts to vibrate. And on a very long straight it vibrates quite strongly, and there doesn't seem to be anything you can do to stop it other than turn the force speed back down, but the vibration doesn't seem to go away. But on tracks here, like where you accelerate and brake, where it doesn't have time to start to vibrate, it's fantastic. It feels quite sensational, I have to say. But it does get a little rowdy the straighter it gets and the longer you fly down a straight. But this course, the Laguna Seca track, is just perfect if you want to try it out. So I'll show you a few more replays after this as we pull into first spot here. Quite an exhilarating mod. So I hope you liked it. This is Michael signing out for Single Racer. Hopefully I'll come back with a more serious video next. And I just thought you'd like to see these two weird and wacky mods, and I'll have the links in the description if you're interested. So this is Michael signing out for Single Racer. I'll catch you next time. See you later.